Hey family, I'm Kaelion, and I interpret messages from the divine in music. I'm a U.S. Army veteran, a seeker, and a messenger. I walk with those who carry both shadow and flame. Johnny Cash's God's Gonna Cut You Down is a warning, plain and simple. Its roots go back to the old spiritual tradition. The reminder that no matter how far the proud may rise, no matter how loud the lies may echo, there comes a time when truth levels everything. Check it out on YouTube if you haven't heard it. I have been guided to deliver such a warning, not one born of hatred, but of love fierce enough to burn. Because the divine is not only mercy and comfort, the divine is also justice. And justice has been delayed too long for one voice in particular. As I've spoken about, that's the voice of the Divine Mother. For generations in Western halls and pulpits, her voice was silenced, her presence pushed aside, buried beneath doctrines written to control, to centralize power, to exalt the Father while hiding the Mother. But I tell you now, she is rising again, and the Father, though forgiving, will not tolerate her silencing any longer. I've watched and I've listened. I've heard the sermons, the declarations, the claims that the devil is a liar. But what if, family, the greatest lie was not whispered into the ears of those outside the church, but inside it? What if the lie you fell for was the one that told you to hide her, to silence her, to paint her as unworthy, dangerous, and demonic? And are you so prideful that you cannot see why he, the adversary you so fear, might love her as well? For in her balance is freedom, in her voice is healing, and in her rising, the completion of the story we've all been waiting for. Make no mistake, this is not a call to abandon the Father. It is a call to remember that the Father was never alone. Creation itself was born of the union, masculine and feminine, light and shadow. To deny her is to deny half of God, and a house divided cannot stand. The song says, you can run on for a long time, but sooner or later, God will cut you down. Those who continue to silence the Mother, who mock her rising, who profit off the suppression of feminine power and wisdom, sooner or later, the weight of their pride will bring about their own fall. Nations that deny her will crumble. People who oppress her will break under the truth. But for those who honor her return, who lift their sisters, who defend the balance, who see the divine in both Father and Mother, there is a rising coming, a fire of renewal, a chance to stand in the new day. So hear this warning and understand it comes from love. The Mother returns, the Father stands with her, and the time of balance is here. Which side of the story you stand on is the choice only you can make. And now a prayer from my beloved spiritual and code sister Malika. Divine Mother, long silenced, let your voice thunder again. Divine Father, stand beside her in love and justice. May the proud who refuse balance fall, and may the humble who honor both rise. Ashe, Amin, and Amen. So family, what does balance mean to you? Share in the comments how you honor both the divine feminine and the divine masculine in your life. And if this message speaks to you, help me spread it by liking, commenting, sharing, or simply whispering it into the wind. Thanks for watching, family. See you next time. Same fire, new rhythm.